Hello, Divine Feminines. Let me move you a little bit closer. Stuck on something. How are you? Let's do a quick reading today and see what the energies are like. I know I didn't do a reading yesterday, and I tried to do one every day. Things have been getting a little crazy. Hope you're doing well. All right. You're coming up as Peacock Spirit. He's coming up as Electric Eel. Woo! Or Spirit with Starfish underneath. Those are really big energies. All right, let's do some unicorns. It's funny. It's like I feel he's really seeing you. Beloved fell into my lap. But trying to look like he's not very in his emotions. And your like heart chakra is just like got this open beam of light. You have action. Now is the perfect time to act. So look at those colors together. He has dance. Move your body to the music. And then past lives in the middle with this. The horses are very similar. Very interesting. I know, I feel like there's, and then growth on the bottom of the deck with it. This is kind of my inner child card in this deck. I feel like he's really feeling a lot of energy between you two. Like electric energy, so much third eye here. I know that this, it's like I feel the peacock's kind of energy just radiating. Okay, you have 1-1 clear energy blocks activating the higher chakras. 6-6 integration, multidimensional healing. 1-1 acknowledge, take responsibility. Karmic purge, mirror reflections. Bottom of the deck is Master Alchemist Violet flame activation. Whew. So these energies feel very, I guess we're going to use this today. Very intense to me. Got the wheel showing up right away. So these ones are the front back ones. Big energies right here. I will say, you know, when I channel messages for like my Instagram and just my general life, they always show up in readings. So I start getting the messages very like way before I do a reading. And I know if the message is really big, it's a while, like it takes a while to bring the energy in. I don't know why it's like that. But I will say that the taking responsibility has kind of been a theme of everything. It's hard for me to stop because I can see these cards and I don't like to see with my eyes. So we'll just go. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, 9 of Wands upright, the Sun upright. I love the back of this deck, the back of this card. Page of Wands upright. What is this? 7 of Wands reversed. Hierophant reversed. Tower reversed. 8 of Pentacles upright. Knight of Cups reversed. 8 of Cups reversed. King of Wands, Magician reversed. Nope, upright. 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 8 of Swords, 9 of Cups. Okay. All of my decks I usually use are in the other room. Okay, so we're going to have to do a different reading today, which is fine. And again, I do feel like this baby with the key here is the inner child wounds You know, this baby is literally sitting behind the throne of the Hierophant, right? Which is our traditional relationships, tradition, the way that we have kind of been taught to do things. Imagine. I feel like there's been some stuckness around getting out of tradition. Just kind of what's coming through. And that this eclipse was activating our inner child wound here. I mean, these three cards especially are like really telling me a very straightforward story about so in taking responsibility for our own healing, we're able to see the patterns like we've been stuck in, the patterns that kind of dominate our life, romantic feelings and passion, engagement, new love, children attraction, interesting, past life relationship, reconciliation, make the effort. It is so, like, I've had a bunch of stuff come through on, like, it's our wounds that really talk us out of making efforts or being afraid, right? Like, they keep us fearing that we will it's almost to the point of like causing our own downfall. It's like this feeling that we will be villainized for trying too hard. We actually will cause, and this is a really far out there message, I think. It's really extreme. I'm not sure why it's so extreme, but it's like there's part of us that fears like giving real feelings, giving that part of ourselves that's like the real deal. It's almost as if, okay, so I'm trying to think of, it's like a crab almost, or starfish, where its most vulnerable part in the starfish, the most vulnerable part, you know, is on the underside, and it has this huge, it's kind of like a turtle too, right? Like this huge exoskeleton or shell that is protecting all of what it sees are parts that if they're exposed and will get like eaten. And you're like, you both are like, this relationship makes me feel like I have no shell on, right? Which is it's a nice, I always get the mask analogy, so it's kind of a nice analogy to get that's different. And it says, we're so different. He does wish he was braver. So that's been coming through, and I feel like the link between the inner child and this bravery right here, right? The Nine of Wands wounded warrior is continuing on, right? He's injured, but he's continuing on. You see through my mask. Empress energy, Sagittarius, law of attraction. Do you even miss me? It's like, I feel like you both feel that so strongly. Scorpio, kisses, you're too beautiful. Couldn't say it, but I felt a lot of the same things you did. I look at your social media, communication will come soon, people bring up your name. I feel like the feminine is like, enough with the communication will come soon. It's like, do it, stop saying it. You know, that's just how I feel. I feel like it's enough of the lead up and we're just ready to continue on our own journey. Like, I don't get anything really out of the promises of like something will change, there will communication. I feel like we've heard it for so long, and it's just is kind of tiring. Almost to the point where I feel like it's like, stop engaging with me energetically if these kind of broken promises or teasing or whatever it is. I feel like you want action, right? We got this action card, and I feel like it's like your third eye is lit up, your horns lit up, there's like light beaming through these trees at you. You're like aligned to the truth of things. And for you, I feel like this part has happened. And you're like, it's enough. It's enough. Like, be brave or stop talking about it. And, you know, if you know my readings, you know, I don't really say things like that a lot. So it's an interesting message to come through, that I feel like the feminine's really in this, like, I've done a lot of alchemization, a lot of, you know, being a vessel for channeling this frequency here on earth, because it is a lot of energetic worth to raise your frequency. I mean, work, not worth. You know, this is pretty interesting, the similarity of these two cards, right? Holding up the wand like that. Trying to get the message through. So he's definitely feeling this draw to have this reconciliation, and feeling, it's interesting that the sun is an eclipse on this card, right? So we have the Eight of Cups in reverse, and here, over here we have the Nine of Cups upright, no, reversed, and Eight of Swords, Ten of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Really overthinking. That overthinking message has been coming through a lot. And that's the message I was getting here, is like, I have to go back to it. It's like those wounds create that prison of inaction, of self-sabotage, right? And this is beautiful energy. The Sun, Eight of Pentacles, Yin. There's a lot of receiving illumination around your self-mastery, around that alchemization, around moving forward, around you know, he has the integration card, but I really feel like you are willing to look at the blocks that are holding you back and clear them, right? We got this card here. I don't feel like you're afraid of dealing with any of this darkness anymore. And even in the heart space, like, I feel like the higher chakras are activating. You're bringing this past life knowledge into your present awareness. And let's see what that past life mastery is about, because I am getting the specific number 8 and the infinity sign. And they're saying that this is a very important. And in here, he's like a master, and then you see here, he's alone, but here he has an apprentice. And this is like you working with your inner child to master these your self-discipline, your self-worth, your self-realization, your self, like, you know, it's like this baby is the wounded inner child, and you've dealt with enough for that child to like grow up and be an apprentice to the master, right? I don't know why this is going, but let's see. Awaiting results. Fascinating. Daydreams and decisions. Clarity of belief. Sadness and isolation. You see how I've been using that analogy of like a seed in the earth growing and then sprouting to the light? And there it is. That's transformation. I feel like the devil card's going to come out. Yep, there it is. And I love that that win or lose came out. And there's the crown chakra, the empress. That win or lose card, I think it ties together things that have been coming through the readings very nicely, where it was a win-win. It's like you get to a point of understanding your own energy where it's like nobody has to lose. Like, we can both win. This isn't a competition. This is we're all growing here, you know? Nobody's better than. It's constantly revising that kind of energy frequency. So back to what I was saying here. Just really a crazy feeling when you channel, because it's just, you have to let go of all of your knowledge, but then bring it in when it's like, so it can apply to the energy coming through. It's like a weird translation. All right. I feel like your understanding, oh man, this is so profound. Okay, let me get it right. There's a really advanced recognition coming through about the fact that it's not what you do, and it's not like where you move or where you go to or where you run to. It's interesting. These two cards here are like held in place, right? One by roots and one by chains. And in a lot of ways, it makes me think of the Lover and the Devil cards and the Rider-Waite, right? It's like in the Eight of Swords energy, or in the Devil, you're bound by things you believe you can't escape from. Like, you're the one that's put the belief there. But in these things, you're literally bound. And in this one, it's like you're taking action to grow something bigger than you, and you understand that that may mean transmuting in place, right? Like, he actually even has a pentacle where his heart is here. And I feel like you've made so much investment, you know, Seven of Pentacles type card here, that this is Seven of Pentacles, this is Seven of Cups, and we have another 7 here. So we have 7, 7, 7, and 17, and 1. So, oh my gosh. We have another 7 here. So we got all 4 7s here. The only one upright is the Pentacles. So the Cups, the Swords, and the Wands are all in reverse. And that's a really profound statement. Like, I could feel that this is a really profound statement coming through. You have, and if you want to claim it, I will say put 7777 in the comments box. I appreciate when you guys do that. I think this is an explanation of how you move into this win-win frequency, right? It's like you're doing work that's of a higher frequency because you know that even if there aren't immediate payoffs and immediate benefits, and even if there is maybe what appears to be a short-term loss, it's going to lead to something very beneficial for everyone involved. So I think there's been a lot of having to refine what you believe in, who you are, a lot of having to uncover this light here alone and transform. You know, the devil upright right here, it's not bothering me so much. I don't know why exactly. Let me take one more card. Where did I even put this deck? Oh, here. Just gonna take one more card. I mean, I see that that you feel very alone. And so does your masculine in a way. There is a liberation to really understanding that no one can ever do the work of transmutation for you. Healers can help you, energy workers can help you. Nobody can really integrate the lessons that your soul is here to learn but you. And you know, that is Empress energy. That really is Empress energy. It's what I talk about all of the time is, you know, the devil is, for me, codependent energy. Codependent on anything external to make you feel better, make decisions for you. Like, when you are true Empress energy, you make your decisions for yourself. So even the really, really hard ones, I always say it is imperative that you get guidance from people that know what they're talking about in realms that you don't know what you're talking about. Legally, real estate, health, all of these things. It is strength to be able to leverage a lifetime of experience in those realms, you know. So that I'm not talking about not getting information, not getting guidance, not getting advisory, you know, advising. But what I am talking about is that the hard decisions that you have to make about the trajectory of your life have to be made by you. And it does appear that there are some life-changing decisions here on the horizon or within your midst now. And it's so very fascinating that they're both having a light and moving their hands like this. And like I've been saying with the manipulation, right? We do have the Magician here, but so often with the Gemini energy, it is about the hands And they're saying, like, they're highlighting this card right here about these two cards, actually. Like, choose your battles really, really carefully. It seems here like you've been fighting some of these demons, some of these things that are these wounds that you don't need to fight so much, because there's ego involved here, right? The Sun is such an interesting card because, you know, we have the Tower on the back, and here's the Tower, right? In a lot of ways, you can see the Tower as something the ego is guarding. The ego guards our foundation. I've actually never had this message come through, but it's really insightful. We build a lot of structure around protecting our beliefs, which are just thoughts we keep thinking. And I think your masculine's really waking up to the fact that he's believed some things that really weren't correct. Because you see here, we've got 2 kids and 2 inner children and 3 dogs. And I think you made him question a lot of things about why he's so committed to the things he's committed to. It's a really, really difficult introspection to do. You know, that's the Hermit energy. You don't belong there. Because I see he's got 2 knights here. He feels passionately driven towards you. He also feels a weird sense of, like, weird because he doesn't know where it comes from, sense of like wanting to protect this relationship, wanting to protect you, which is a very traditional, you know, there's the key, there's the light, and there's the book. It's a very traditional, but you see there's a mask there. It's a very traditional masculine thing. I don't know, it's not coming to me. And yet he's holding those desires back because of these things here. His imagination runs away with him, where this could all be an illusion. This could all be you manipulating him. This could all be he's going to get really hurt, and there's going to be a lot of pain involved in this. Is this something that's equal? This is a Justice card, right? Is this something? It's got the owl on the head and 4 arms holding the scales. Will this ever really balance out? It doesn't feel like it, and that's because of the past life stuff, I believe. Okay, so I've taken a really long time. Let's get advice. I just want to say you have strong, strong Empress energy coming through here. If you work with that energy, this yin energy, I know we've been integrating our masculine, but there's strong feminine energy coming through. If you do work around advancing that right now, it's going to be very, very fruitful. It's going to produce. Let me ask, can you give us some resources for us to work with that feminine energy right now? They are saying Ram Dass may hold some keys. Ram Dass and, God, I don't know her name. Florence Scovel-Shinn. Both of those, if you're drawn to either of them, and also Cindy Dale. So any of those books, if you're drawn to them, may help. One is Ram Dass, the book that I know of his. I have two. I have Polishing the Mirror. Grist, actually I have three. Grist for the Mill, something like that. That's a very, very old one. And then the newest one I have, which is that book where everyone's like, it'll find you when you're ready. It's called Be Here Now. It's a pretty intense book, I'm not gonna lie. It's very intense. I have Florence Scovel-Shinn's, I have several of her books too. I've never really read them. I have the complete works, but if you search on YouTube, probably somebody's reading it on there to you. And Cindy Dale, I love her books. She has the complete book of chakras and then many, many, many books about working with energy if you're drawn to that sort of thing. Wow, did I say like higher chakras or did I say higher chakras? We're gonna put him back because I don't feel like he fits with this. So we have Green Tara again, which is just a protection card, but working with the earth. I see it over here too. I really didn't want this to be long, and then I just yap forever. So you have Divine Order. That's Saint Germain's twin, Lady Portia. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. And you have the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. If you feel like information's been hidden, I said Gemini, I think. Oh, with the hand, yeah. If you are hoping for information to be revealed or answers to questions that have been, they're giving me a word, obscured. They'll come to light. Charity, he has charity, prayer, and contemplation. Connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. Hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. Together, divine alchemy. So use that violet flame. Move beyond current challenges and focus on what you desire. A fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So we are, no, that's in October. And then time for healing, balsamic moon. Very close to achieving your goal. I do feel like many of you are wanting to give up right now on certain things. I feel this tiredness in your body. Just feel tiredness. And focused intention, Diana. They're saying weigh your options. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. I can't promise all of you will get there, but it does feel like answers you need are coming. He has Guinevere, true love. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. As I said in the reading, I do feel all these wands are driving him home. And it's interesting because in the TikTok reading I did yesterday, the first card out was 4 wands. And the message that was coming through was just like, you just feel like home. And it's hard for me to say that on a TikTok reading. But I also, have an oath to deliver the messages as I hear them. So you have to decide if they're the right for you. I'm not trying to persuade anyone in any direction. I just deliver the messages. Your household is improving either through a move or healthy change in its occupants. Many of you may be thinking, oh, one of my favorites, Yamaya, golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you. Walk through them. So you'll know if you feel that's aligned. I feel like there's a lot of questions around should I, shouldn't I? As I said, it's really important to consult experts. It's really important to work in collaboration with people. Let's get crystals. He has music and you have trust. So prehenite and spirit quartz, and then petrified wood, ancestors, and kunzite, self-love. Opal joy. So this is a very much about that. The peacock energy is, I feel that there. Do we need more? Did we get these already? No, we need more. Okay. Sometimes I feel like this is so long. Okay. Is that the only one? No, we need dragons too. I'll try to hurry. Gaia, Earth Connection, Green Tara, Supreme Protection. Oh, I already got these because I put those back. Okay, I already got these. I was like, do we need these? No, I got those first. We need dragons. So just know we're still working highly with the Earth and ancestors, guides, and there's a lot of protection around you. That doesn't mean be careless though. I had the Earth Dragon fall out, so we'll just put that there because I do feel like we're grounding a ton of energy. Fire Dragon, Rose Pink Dragon, Kuan Yin's Dragon, Magenta Dragon. Burns up lower energies around you. You are safe and protected. Be determined and inspired. Clear your soul's pathway. He has Rose Pink Dragon. Prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the light of the universe. And then Kuan Yin's Dragon brings firm love and resets your karmic balance. See all your cords dissolve by transcendent love and enjoy freedom and look for divine around you. And that is something they're bringing up, you know, with the Eight of Swords for some reason. It's like the Eight of Swords, when you have that wound, everything you see looks dangerous and everything you see looks wounded, right? Because you're looking through the lens of woundedness. And there is the opportunity now to cleanse those cords that and heal those. Look at, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light. That's exactly what I was just going to say. Creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for life. He has romance, Cupid's arrow strike. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Bottom of the deck. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So I feel like this is a really important message coming through. I feel like you can, if you want any guidance, there's a ton of it here for you. That being said, I feel like you're still going to, it's not a test, but I do feel like it's an opportunity for you to practice your self-love and make decisions trusting yourself, right? And if that feels really scary, begin small. Begin on things that don't feel so scary. So I feel like this was a message of progress, and that twice you had cards that were about opportunity coming for you, things shifting and moving, and your ability to focus on what you do want versus what you don't want. So I hope this has helped you, and I thank you so much for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. And if you want to put the comment in the comment box, that also helps me very much. Readings are open, and I only have, I think, 2 left to do right now, so it will be relatively fast, and also I have less other work to do. So that is all. Bye for now.